It's February 4th, 6:30 in the evening. Um, I've spent a lot of time in the last couple of months making the bearish case, the fundamental bearish case for a bear market with the deflation scenario and all that. So I thought today we'd make the bullish case, just so we can have something in our head if we want to be long and make money that way. Um, I guess I would make two cases for sort of the bullish case. The first one being that the bullish case has always won out over time, at least up until now. I mean, if you got in long at the beginning of, when mankind started to trade goods until now, you made a lot of money. Bulls are the ones that have made money over time. The thing about being bearish is that, it's very sexy and it's very enticing because, heroes are made in bear markets. I mean, they just had this movie, The Big Short. You never see a movie, The Big Long. Here's the story of the guy that bought the Lowe's in 2009 and, rode it all the way up until, 2015. That movie doesn't get made. You make money quickly when you're short. The volatility comes and boom, and you're a hero, and everyone else is losing money, and it's very heroic, and so it's a very sexy thing to want to be, is bearish. The problem is over time, it loses. You're fighting positive drift. And again, that doesn't mean just because there's been positive drift for the last however many years in the stock market, 100 and whatever years, it doesn't mean that there will be for the next 10 years. Past performance is not different future results. We're in a different economic situation, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, that's kind of the first argument, bullish argument. On a shorter term basis, really the only bullish thing I could see, and we always want to search for something because you never know what it's going to be. Remember at the bottom of the financial crisis, everybody thought that the whole TARP and the whole everything that they were going to do was going to fail. That was absolutely the 1,000% consensus. And something happened that it didn't fail. That it kind of worked. It might not work going forward. Who knows? But it worked until now. So on a shorter term, I think that the bullish case is Hillary Clinton. And what I mean by that is I just don't know that Hillary Clinton is electable. And the proof is that she's running basically a dead heat with Bernie Sanders, the socialist. And I don't think America wants a socialist to be in power. And Bernie Sanders likes to come out and say, "Oh, America's getting our message." I don't think America's getting his message. I think America's message is anybody but Hillary Clinton. They didn't really put anybody up against Hillary Clinton except for Bernie Sanders, and they're choosing him, and that's the Democrats. So when it comes to the general election, I just don't think Hillary Clinton is electable for whatever reason. Her husband, everybody loved no matter what he did. Her, they don't like her. They don't trust her. They don't like her face. They don't like her expressions. And for all I know, she may be the most, suitable person for the job. She certainly has the experience of being close to what it's like to run the United States and do all this international diplomacy and all that crap. She's obviously an insider of it all. But I don't think it matters. It's a popularity contest, and she's like the most unpopular girl in school. So if she's not going to win, and Bernie Sanders ain't going to win, then the Republicans are going to win. Republican winning the presidency traditionally has been at least seen as bullish. I mean, clearly Bush won the presidency, and it was the worst 8 years in the stock market in history, and he was a Republican, and Obama won the presidency, and it was a great, 7 years in the stock market as a Democrat. But so there's no correlation there in the end. But in the short term, people in general think the Republicans are bullish for the stock market and vice versa. But more importantly, and again, I think I've watched too much of the debates this year, so I've heard all the bullshit, and sometimes you want to believe it. You got to remember not to, I guess. But I mean, they're talking about these tax cuts. Let me put it this way: if I could tell you today, February 4th, 2016, that within 18 months, a Republican president with a Republican Congress is voting through, corporate tax rates of 15% in the U.S. and a flat tax, on income tax of 15%. Where would you want to be in the stock market right now, long or short? I mean, it wouldn't matter to you that there might be some downside. There might be this. If that happened, certainly financial assets are going to go up. And I'm not saying that, okay, the deficit won't go up. I'm not here to argue the Laffer curve, and all that. I'm just saying, if I could tell you the Republicans are going to become president and they're going to vote in tax cuts like that, like they claim they want to do, you would want to be long. So, and I think that's, again, a tax cut, but I don't know. But I think that seems like a pretty good possibility. So That would be the bullish case to me. I mean, suddenly a lot of problems go away if you get a very low tax rate. Probably some other problems occur, but a lot of economic problems, at least for people that are involved in the stock market and companies and corporate America and corporate world, a lot of problems go away if you take away the tax. It's mostly inflationary problem, inflation, but it's growth. It's seen as growth. And considering where we're coming from now, where people are scared of recession and this and that, that's a big, big turn. So anyway, those are sort of the bullish arguments to me. The long-term bullishness of the world, which you have to be if you want to make money, bulls over time make money. Bears over time lose money, and pigs over time become bacon, right? So those are the arguments. So just to stay unbiased. Okay, good luck.